So hello guys, another podcast for you for the NFTalks. We are going to do it this time a little bit differently, so you don't get the intro that you like and love. But we are going to have a guest here, Blake. I'm going to his parcel in Somnium Space right now. So if you get Somnium first time, you will be starting in this lonely city center. But using these teleporters, you can get to place where all the fun is going to be. Yeah, so we are here, and let's run a bit.
Rock and roll them cheeks over here, baby. You got that Roxel on, buddy. Dude,
Yeah.
I can't wait for everyone to see these Roxels in action. Hold on, Andi, are you gonna wear your Roxel as well, or
I don't have a Roxel.
Oh, you don't have a Roxel?
I don't have one,
You're
man.
flexing with the iRobot look on right now, though. Yeah, it's so cool. I can't wait to, guys. We're gonna have a perfect. Oh, it started raining. Let's go.
It always rains when we do this show.
That's awesome. It's like
We
it's
call
like,
him the Rain Man.
This is your parcel. I almost went through.
Oh, so that
Yeah,
next
this is
door.
your parcel. Wow.
So next door is, yes, this is another addition to the HotzHouse, baby. What's up,
Cool.
my man?
Yeah, every week it's
six
different.
atoms.
That's pretty cool.
So this is, dude, check this out. So I'm trying to think. So that's my parcel right there. That's the music stage one. But I wanted to do something kind of cool and interactive for people. So think of it this way: like these are photo booths, right? You know, almost like when you go to like a tourist attraction, right? So you go over here, you like, put your head in here. I'm like the guy flexing, right? So here, let's take a picture and see. Oh, look, we're in the gymnasium.
I wanna flex.
All right, flex hard here. I'll help you out with placement. That's
Yeah,
the thing. Oh, whoa, you're perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't even move. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna take a picture. Here we go. I'm gonna be.
Whoa!
Oh crap! There we go. Boom.
Oh, that's
we're
cool.
in the gymnasium. 3, 2. Oh no!
Okay. Yeah, that's really awesome. So this is you have two places right now, not just
Yes,
one.
so my buddy Eugene, he's been watching all the crap I do and stuff, and we've been just shooting the shit about what it is that this place is basically limitless to create, and he had to get involved. So we just on I think it was Friday got together with Chris Bell and my buddy Eugene, who was in town. He lives in Chicago, and he was like, let's fucking execute on the place next door. And so now we've got like a big old oasis. I want to do like some trippy freaking event space, but this is then this is the interactive place, the place where people can come to, on the side of the event to, I don't know, just talk shit, make friends, do funny, silly things, experiment. And I don't know these photo booth things. I don't know. How do you think they could be so much better? But I'm trying to think of what ways we could do that. Maybe we just do like half builds. You see what I'm saying though? Like, I'm saying huzzah, huzzah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, Blake. And so far, who are you and where are you coming from, man? You are all over the place, as always, which we love about you. But where did you become part of Somnium? Because you are sort of new, right?
Yes. So actually, totally random finding Somnium. So just quick backstory. NFTs. I found this adventure about 2.5-3 months ago with my buddy Jack Moshka, whose art piece is actually around the other parcel. If you want to walk over there, I could talk and walk. Let's do it, baby. Anyways, Jack, are you guys down? Let's do it. So Jack Moshka is basically, he's a gentleman that I met in college and was my one of my best buddies' roommates. And so, I was watching him do all this crazy design work and just seeing him flourish as an artist. It just totally blossomed like a damn flower. And then, now he's in New York or California, I don't know, working for Apple. And I saw him post some shit about crypto beans. And I was looking into it, just wanted to support my friend and see that it's like 700 something bucks. I was like, holy shit, what the hell is this, Jack? And that's when he's like, you know what NFTs are? And he's like, listen, if you don't know, go read. I can't even begin to break the surface on this. But that's when I kind of looked into what this was and didn't understand the jargon that's written, but interpreted it my own way. Are you guys having trouble getting up?
Yeah, we are fine. We get there on the second right.
but once I figured out what NFTs were, my whole thing was, how can I make this so that people can understand it in a tangible format, like to be able to almost feel this art? Because I need a virtual place. And then Jack was like, Somnium Space, and that's the one that he was looking into. Even though he was, even though his whole, his collection is actually focused on crypto voxels. So this is his crypto beans right here. I love all of his little cartoons that he does. He has a whole series of different guys, but this is basically now, these are actually functional inside of crypto voxels and also an AR overlay as well. He just recently, I think it was last week, showcased it. And so cool to like that, really he is the reason I found this place. And truthfully, this is just an outlet for my creative being that's been so suppressed by fucking career and work and day-to-day bullshit. And now Somnium has just lit up my fucking world. Oh, and the rain stopped right when I said that. You see that? And the gods have spoken.
Well, I feel like you have powers here.
Yeah.
The Somnium rain dance, baby. Let's go. I want the sun. But that's really how I got in here. And off the bat, man, I just got involved with the community, and that's my biggest piece of advice to anybody who's interested in getting involved in things like this. And especially if you're like me and didn't have the funds to get involved, but that it doesn't necessarily mean you have to own a parcel to do things here. And there's so many creative beings that want to share and to teach and to learn from each other. And so I encourage everybody to take interest in this kind of platform, because it's essentially a sandbox for you to create your wildest dreams. And may that be in an experience or a sound or a visual something, or just being able to share your art in a new way. But I truly do love this thing. And I can't believe it's like now I'm sitting here on 2 waterfront parcels. It's amazing. It's like, what the heck? It's so cool. And then Andi, I did his yacht tour yesterday. I don't know if obviously you did the show with him recently, but dude, that yacht, the whole yacht scene that he has in VR, that to me was just like a sandbox that he went and built a luxury event space on, that you can split up and do so many different things. And again, as we start tossing ideas around about different ways of performances, he's like, oh yep, we're in talks with them. Oh, we're in talks with that. I was like, dude, I love everybody in this whole industry, because you guys are all doing things and trying to better it and improve and learn from each other. But the one thing I have noticed, and I noted this to Andi, is that we're all so damn busy on doing our dreams that we lack doing things together. And therefore it's like, I feel like if we did do things together, that's when we get the big boom, like the whoa, everybody can feel it across the world. Like, that mannequin challenge thing, think about if 100 people were there doing that or something like that, it's like that 100, that's an impact. Just like what these events are turning into, Yarrick and Andi, what you guys are doing here. Like, this is such an amazing beginning to what can be such a diverse art show. And even like you said, or like we talked about, a movie or a show or a live, we could all be using our cameras right now, and it could be having a multi-camera angle, show. I think that's so amazing. And that's something that takes so much equipment in real life, and we could do it for nothing. it's so neat.
Almost pennies, right?
For next to nothing, and no cleanup. That's the coolest part. No one can puke on my floor when they're partying too hard. no burnt cigarettes all over the place, except inside my room.
Yeah. So I want to ask you something. Like, where do you see yourself as? You're currently renting the parcel, right?
This parcel, yes.
Yeah. So how do you see yourself in the next couple of months, maybe a year or two, as things will progress? How do you see things progressing for people? Because there's a thing that a lot of people think that the land is gonna run out at some point in all the current games.
I mean, I truly think that all of the different metaverses and things are all horses in a race. And it's the thing is that it's a different kind of race than ever before, because all of these horses are going to win the race because they're winning they're in a different kind of category than one another. They all provide a value that to each will have its followers, its people. And I think that the most success that this whole industry is going to have is when all of them can converge, in which I believe that's going to happen extremely soon. I totally got off topic, and I forget if that was even the original question. But it's meaning like, where do I feel that this is going in a year? I feel that in a year's time, people are going to, first off, I hope that hardware comes out that's more accessible for individuals that can't afford a full PC and things like that to enjoy experiences like this. Do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely. And in a year's time, again, Facebook Horizon is coming out. That's kind of where I'm fighting like friggin' Mel Gibson, going for Braveheart style, because I feel like that before that happens is our opportunity and our chance to really get people to understand that your data as an individual is very valuable. And you as a human, like you are a creator of any kind of what you do. And I think instead of, following these mainstream lines of things that have kind of proven us to be not so wonderful, I think that, everyone's going to either be trickling into this place in either, in little bits or with big old lump sums because of the pioneers, which I see happening frequently already. Pioneers that are big names in the real world are starting to trickle in here, and the influence that they have, it could be huge, but I think it's up to us really to kind of provide those people with the education assets and the things to really teach and showcase what are the benefits of doing things this way, and how, it's inevitable. VR is the future. And like I said to you, this is the place that we all strive for equality, and we are all equal, but bound in our human bodies, we can't be, because nature is indifferent. It doesn't care whether you live or die. It does a cycle. But here we're extracting what we have that is equal. It's our minds. It's the way we think, or the quality of being human it's that. And we're extracting it and putting it in these fucking awesome little bodies where I can hang out with you guys. And like, you're across the world. I would never have met either one of you, but you're my people. I don't even really know you guys, but you know what I mean? Like, you're my tribe, you're my family. And like, that is wild, because now outside of my local body, I have opportunities to meet and find the people that are our tribe. And everybody has a best friend, a group of people, but you may never meet. But now it's like we have these opportunities and we can create all together. And I think if things continue on the path that I've seen this past month, in 1 year from now, this place is going to be a rockin' boppin' central for coming and communicating and sharing and learning, working with anxiety, doing training, a place for businesses to do their, training, and maybe a showcase for e-commerce businesses, maybe on the Somnium world, maybe, and some places here as well. But that's a big thing too. I think we need to define lines of e-commerce and fun, because
it'll happen at one point.
I think so. It's just like, I really feel like there's such a cool opportunity to a person or individual or group that owns two worlds, one world being one that they could really go and hone in on all of the innovative business owners and say, hey, look, this is the spot. I'm telling you, this is where you're going to go. Whatever, you could have real estate agents making money on rentals of properties. You could have whatever the hell, a whole ecosystem. And then another world that would be art, music, creation, sharing, whatever, fucking around, have a couple main developers and just rock it and just let everyone just, do similar to this. But I think that's 5 years, something like that, where everyone's got little worlds rocking and rolling, the casino world, freaking, stripper world. We know where I'm going. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I really, I'm curious. What do you guys think? I mean, when it comes down to tokenization, I feel like we're all really learning right now as to what are the uses that we could apply these things to, whether it be experiences and objects or just enjoyability. But I mean, obviously the meta keys and the things that we've seen with these like subscription style boxes and things. Like what do you guys see as, this next year's future for what it is that you guys are trying to achieve? And I'd love to see how, the HotzHouse family and of artists and things can combine, their craft with visuals to kind of, continue a pump and exposure with, crossing industries.
I don't know, maybe if just ask you back before answering that is because you brought interesting question actually, and that's about the worlds where everyone would be able to create their own world. I guess that there would be some limitations. Currently, you need to own the NFT, but let's imagine that scenario where you have the world and you have the skills and capabilities to build whatever you like. What would you build? What world would Blake Hotz build?
I think Blake Hotz would build really a world of just like my whole vision of what this is a place for people to come to not just make friends, but to create and share and and inspire everybody. So by that, I'm really trying to make a place where people feel encouraged to showcase and share their craft. And I really would love to make a playground world that, kind of coincides with that. Cause I think that's the one thing we're going for too, is we're infants right now, we're babies. So I'd love to make little puzzles and things like that, where it's always puzzle solving. Cause that's how you build friends too. Hey, you down to go help me find this thing? You know what I mean? And that's the kind of environment I want, is somewhere where it's allowing people to connect, and whether that be through an entertainment activity or a creative challenge or something like that. That's really the kind of Somnium world that I would build. To be focused strictly on, people being able to put on events and shows and things like that just bring pure experiment and testing out the boundaries of what is and what is not, social experiments. I love that kind of shit. Like, I would love, like, whoa, like, do you see that? And
Right.
everyone looks down, and it's like, hey, but it's like, the silly things like that, it's always fun. We do those things in real life all the time. Like, even pranks, like people have to go and like, it'd be fun. Or mazes, like where booby traps. Like I actually had that idea during Minecraft. I got really obsessed with Minecraft for like 2 months, and I was like, "This is sick!" And I was mining away, and then I started figuring out. My buddies kept trying to like jank my gold from my traps or from my chests, so I started building underground like booby traps and shit, where like they'd step on the pressure plate and the arrows come shooting out and shit. It was hilarious,
Right?
Because then they'd all die and stuff. And it was so fun. So I thought it'd be hilarious to do like a thing where you invite people into the world and say, hey, there's a prize. Like pretty much like it's on the stream. So I'd be streaming on my Twitch, like showcasing this person, try to go through the obstacle course, and if they get to the end, they win something. Whatever we decide on, maybe like gift card or something cool. But either way, it'd be fun to do. You guys ever seen TXC or what is it? It was that goofy American show on Spike where like it had a bunch of Asian people that would run over really hard obstacles and they'd all eat shit. And
yeah.
What was it? What was that? But like
yeah,
that.
But there's a bunch of shows like those too.
So imagine trying to do that in VR where we're running across obstacles and we're doing silly things. Like that'd be really fun. And like
they actually do them quite often, right? On the meetups, there are like just yesterday, you are driving the cars through the city center, and then I crashed in the middle of the narrow corridor, and everyone crashed into me. We do this.
You stop everybody. Yeah,
literally.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that in the big competition against Arthur, that Artific was running through the street and sent me flying. So much pressure. I even had to rematch Arthur after that, but he still won. Honestly, that guy, he was robotic that day with the turns. He did not miss a freaking time. It was amazing. We should totally do that too. At the end of this, if you're down, let's go do a car race. You guys versus me. Well, I mean, everyone versus each other, but. But you get what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, you notice that the links have, it's now clickable links? That's amazing. So
Yeah.
I've got to redo everything, bro. The things that we were trying to do with the services, talk about easy to do now. Like that is amazing. Now we can literally just have, freaking their things right on there, like this one right here.
Blake, what about we come downstairs and you tell us actually what you do, because we talked about a lot of things, but we actually haven't spoken one word about what you do in Somnium Space.
So that is one of my best traits.
Yeah, so let's jump downstairs and let's check it out.
Here we go. Down in the bits. Hopefully the music's not loud over here for you guys. Sounds good. Down. So that's funny. I love that. We went through all this and I didn't say a dang word about what the heck we did. The classic Blake move. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Let me take a seat too so we can be realistic. Let's go. Oh, here we go, guys. Just sitting down. All right. So the whole thing that this is derived from was a Twitch channel I started about 10 months ago. I fell back in love with music due to COVID and everything. And, everybody, I think, feels this way, that we've been stuck in a routine of just doing what you do every day to live, to survive and just whatever, enjoy your time. And being COVID, I moved home with my parents and I started making music again. And I don't know. I never was really comfortable as an adult, even being alone, until this moment where I kind of got back into myself, and then I started a community of people doing remixes. So what I wanted to do is listen to their remixes, because they were essentially submitting them into these competitions, and they were never really being heard. So the whole show started as a listening party where I just go on to the individual competitions and and just jam out to their tracks and like write them reviews and shit like that. And started doing that more, and like all of a sudden we had a nice little crew of homies hanging out. And essentially I wanted to encourage them to comment on these guys' tracks as well. And I mean, the big reason being that, one, it's good for the platform that, hey, there's people commenting across here and like engaging. Two, it's cool to see that, hey, maybe there's 5 dudes, 10 dudes listening to my song right now live. Like, these are a bunch of homies, so it was good for the channel as well. And next thing you know, we have all these guys in there and we're looking for more things to do. We started doing what we call the beat off challenge, which is a 1-hour beat challenge. We give everyone samples, they make a song. And now it's evolved into what is my main vision, which was giving them exposure. But now I'm giving them a stage. And the stage is obviously a little before its time. But the thing is, what you're doing as well is you're doing these art exhibits, but you're also Twitch streaming them. You're also showcasing it to the real world, kind of combining those two worlds. And that's kind of my vision here is to make a place where, people can come, like all these bedroom producers that are, dude, you're a fucking construction worker in Russia, but you are a stud, you're making amazing music. People need to hear this. And so if we can make this place somewhere where, again, like I said to you yesterday, we're the big kids on the playground in this place, because this is a new world, a new thing. And the pioneers that have made it inside of the physical world, they're stumbling in here, and we're all kids on a playground, and so we're all accessible. And that's the beauty of what social media and Twitch also has done, is that makes people reachable and connectable. And that's always my vision. And I strive for moments where I can take time like this and just shoot the shit with people and like just, talk about usually like what they're doing and stuff, and hearing and learning and perceiving it my own way. But now, again, artists coming here was just musicians, but what you guys have gotten me into is not just music, it's art as a whole. It's as a emotion, as a being. And I'm really trying and striving to push all of the musicians that I love and hold near and dear to my heart into a position where they see the value that visual artists and the things in the directions that it's going for, you actually owning instead of just releasing on Spotify. Like, release on Spotify, but first like NFT that bitch, and then go ahead and put it out, like take care of yourself with this, and like I feel that
NFT serves as much more than just a product.
Yes,
we're kind of starting to open up that box and see all the possibilities, like Artific has been doing with the kids art.
Yes.
Shows that families are able to make these artwork for personal reasons and emotional reasons. So there's a lot more to it.
I mean, I think that it can be so deep. And I remember I was telling you about this yesterday, and this is the thing, is that, you know, in life, we've all lived to be like, okay, I don't want to share my ideas because someone's going to steal it. Well, fuck that shit, dude. Like, I've never been about that life. And in this world, in this industry, in this way, it's not like that, because each individual is their own empire. You are your own, and that's why we love you. You know what I mean? And so therefore, whatever you do, like, there's no competition other than yourself in this world. And so, like, I think that the tokenization of things and just pure patenting for, you know, being able to share purposes and just whatever it is, you know, I love I don't know how to turn off the music, Artific. I'm sorry if that's what you're trying to do.
No, I just trying to skip the art.
Okay. But like I was telling you yesterday, Andi, like with the scrolls and things, you know, I use them as a token, and then of course the VIP one, which our man Artific here is a strong holder of the VIP scrolls.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had a third scroll, the Lordship scroll, that I was going to be releasing, which was essentially going to give access to my private web parcel, where, you know, an individual can do whatever the hell they want, whether that's, you know, business meetings, freaky little web chats with their girlfriend. I don't care. You know, and so that Lordship scroll was going to be purposed towards that. But I don't know. I just, like, all of a sudden started thinking more about, well, what if this actually, the Lordship scroll, is in turn, in sense, like, kind of my digital will, where this is my life diary. I document inside of this folder, this encrypted folder of my life, where I share, you know, everything that I'm doing, and just whatever, like a diary, just like you would write back in the days. I don't know who keeps diaries anymore, but like, I think that's cool. And this also could be something that holds my assets and could be the transferring item that, you know, transfers my assets to something when I pass, or whatever it is, you know. And I think that's a really interesting look, because that could take away.
So you are like, so you are like tokenizing your life, all right?
I'm tokenizing my assets, so that when I am no longer in control of them because I die, that they will transfer. So basically a timer, essentially. So if I don't do a transaction within a certain amount of time or something like that, and it's going to be a diary of my life, and also say my parcels and things, like, or charity, whatever I want to give out to people, it'll basically be an outline of what my will would be if I died, right?
Yeah.
And
so like assets and experiences.
Yes, assets and experiences, and just sharing, like, a little bio, and like, you can do as you please with it. Whoever I transferred, I don't know who I would give it to, you know, but it's like, it would be kind of cool though. It maybe even make a treasure hunt out of it, and I like hide it, and people have to go hunt for Blake Hotz's treasure chest. Go find out the secret mistresses of Blake Hotz.
That's the limit.
That's a little bit scary idea, but why not?
I think it's kind of cool. Like, I don't
yeah,
know.
it is.
In a sense, it's just like, it's just a way of you know, protecting something, and the same thing could go for, you know, us being a location or a piece of, you know, a community that's trusted to be the middleman source that makes sure that your assets get from one place to the next when you pass. You know, like, I was like, holy shit, like, that's some deep stuff. But like, dude, like, I'm a goofball caveman, but why the hell am I having these thoughts? And I think it's because I'm supposed to be sharing this kind of information. You're supposed to just be blurting out all these ideas, because I can't do them all. I just, like, am thinking of all the wild things that this shit could be applied for. And the thing is that every answer is yes, because it's anything you want. And that's what's crazy. That's what's the craziest part. I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. And also, what I heard you mentioning a lot was like this combination of visual and music. But you are coming from music background, but actually got recommended Somnium thanks to visual artists. So it's already quite interesting. So do you plan something in that area? Because currently you are mostly working with musicians, right?
Yes. So I definitely have some ideas right now as to what, and I'm trying to move forward with them. And I have some assets put together. It's really just tying together the final pieces. But again, trying to put together those two pieces of the art world, I want to combine them in a sense that, again, tying into the whole thing, giving exposure to unknown artists and trying to batch them together, so on and so forth. I figured it'd be really neat since we have so many people creating already. I mean, we have like 100 or so or 200 or so inside of our Discord of just musicians, and then amongst all of the different people I've communicated with, we have a plethora of visuals. Why not match these up and release monthly albums in a sense inside of a collection, and then essentially have those 10 artists that are bedroom producers and visual artists aligned, and then have one anchor, one big artist that's in the blockchain community that's down to help other artists, and essentially release these on a monthly basis that for someone to get a plethora of NFTs from unknown artists and supporting them by again pairing them with a big artist. And so these are just some of the ways I've been thinking about it, along with the live shows. I mean, if we can have openers, along with like people doing live art and stuff like that. Actually, next week Ultra Lord is going to be doing live drawing up on the screen. It'll be really neat. So basically a Discord channel where we're going to stream it up there, and you go in there into the green room, we'll say, and he'll just draw you in 5-10 minutes, and then we'll pop in the next person. It'll be like a live little music hangout and stuff with Ultra Lord just fucking busting down. It's going to be so neat.
Yeah, it's super fun.
And I think while that's going on, have an artist mix, an artist mix and stuff. So kind of showing them what's going on, and just like your events, I gotta say, man, it's so cool to do those, because that's how I've come to fall in love with all these new art mediums, is by being a piece of your events and what you're doing. And so thank you, bro, for doing what you do, because you do it so well. Your organization, the way that you do it is it's so clutch, bro, and you're fucking excellent. I love watching you continuously improve as a host and as a reporter in a sense. It's fucking awesome.
Cool. So we are finishing on the promo of myself. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So guys,
that's my benefit. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah. So guys that are watching, don't forget to click the follow button, like, comment, subscribe.
And subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
you can see his OnlyFans. It's /Artifics.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Artific 1, Artific 2. Yeah, so we have Deneverov noting or sending us message, the bad news that cars are gone already. So unless you have like 3 NFT cars that are somewhere hidden, we will not be able to wait.
I have 3 yachts if you want to go hang out in a yacht.
Yo, I'll tell you what though, them yachts, I'm always down for a yacht. I got my Speedo in my Roxel pack right here. Hold on. Dude, hold on. So all the cars, they're not downtown anymore?
Not anymore. Yeah.
They only owners, man. Only owners.
They told it and they delivered. Yeah. So if you have like I think last price was like 20 or 30 ETH, then you might be in luck.
Well, I'm about to sell my soul. I'm waiting for a hovercraft.
Right. Yeah.
The hovercraft of doom. How funny would it be? You guys ever seen Mad Max Thunderdome?
Yeah.
So like, imagine like Master Blaster and shit walking around here. I think that would be so cool. Like Master Blaster, 2 men enter, 1 man leave, and like, dude, we do like so that's the thing with these rock souls, brother. He made them all new attachable arms and shit. Imagine if he made hitboxes and stuff where we had a box and like chest is a certain amount, head is a certain amount. And we had like a little Thunderdome like box session. So cool to do that. Well, like Arthur's full body.
Why not? When we have the words, we can do it like that.
I think that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Arthur was doing little boxing moves on the dance floor the other night, and like his full body tracking. He was like, okay, stuff. It's a little intimidating there. Like he's looking good in that little outfit. Fuck. I had to pull out the sumo wrestler again, just like wrap roll.
Well, that's gonna happen eventually. You're gonna see all sorts of sports, especially boxing. I think boxing is gonna be one of the first sports you're gonna see in the metaverse.
I agree.
It's happening. I'm telling you. I'm with my hand. It's gonna happen soon.
Dude, so hold on. Like, let's think about it. Like, if we could do hockey or something like that really easily. Like, I mean, if we
can do all sorts of games. Basketball,
if we
baseball.
make an attachment, like where we can like do slap hockey, you know, and like where we all just have this fucking thing. Whoosh,
maybe we just start slow and do like ping pong.
Dude, ping pong would be cool as fuck.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so, we are having so much fun, but unfortunately,
I think we're kind of out of time.
We will have to
I'm
finish it
sorry.
up.
Do you guys have to leave now?
First, if there's anything that you would like to leave the viewers with, some final message, idea, or something, some gem from Blake Hotz.
All right, so my gem is huzzah. Well, huzzah. Well, no, it's honestly, I thank everybody for being this infectious, generous soul that this community is continuously passing on. Keep being you, keep doing exactly what you do, and this is the place for you to exercise all that. And if you're looking for a new home to find some inspiration, or if you ever want to shoot the shit with me, I always love connecting with individuals. So my door's always open, and you guys can reach out to me on Discord, fucking whatever, FaceTime me. I don't care. As you guys all know, like I'm happy to hop on the camera. What up? Smoke some joints with you and talk some shit. So so big love, and thank you guys, both Andi and Yark, man. You guys are the bomb. And let's keep this going. I know you guys have Wilson here in a little bit, right?
No, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's not.
It's tomorrow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
cool. Yeah, I think Wilson might be having some involvement in it looks like some HotzHouse building, maybe a broken pirate ship or something.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so people have something to look for. Yeah. So for you guys that want, and you should follow and subscribe to all of Blake's channels, Twitter. All of them are quite easy. They are the same. They are I'm Blake Hotz. Just like that. No dots. No anything.
Everywhere, man. If you can't even find it in VR chat.
and OnlyFans.
And also like in this place. Yeah, in this place, as you can see, I'm showing you this huge screen where Blake is streaming his content during the parties, discos, concerts, and so on. He's featuring all these emerging musicians over there, and it's always a lot of fun. So for sure, check out one of those events. Yeah, and that will be it. Any final thoughts from you, Andi?
Yes, give me a big hug.
Well, I mean, you're the only one in VR, but
all right. Well, I'll give you guys a hug.
I can
still feel your body. I love you. No, seriously, guys, this means the world to me. The sun's coming. Look, the gods have spoken once again. Let's take a picture for memorabilia. Let's freaking go. All right, boys. Once for all. Huzzah! We got 5 seconds. Here we go.
There we go.
Nice, dude. Nice poses, guys. Very straightforward. I love it. Yo, thank you again, guys, for everything. I look forward to doing this next time when I have some different things to show. Oh, also, if you guys want to take a photo in the photo booth, feel free. Submit it into the clickable piece of art.
Minted. You can even.
Awesome. So, thank you all. We are going to have some fun here with Blake. Feel free to join us in VR on his parcel. What is the number, Blake?
4088.
4088. So definitely
call for free.
For sure, give it a look, and see you all next time. Next week on Thursday at the same time, in another NFTalks podcast episode. So,
how do we say, Blake? Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah, baby!